Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't XY. Check out the channel. Now I know y'all seen the title, and before we get into all of this, let me skip this disclaimer. This is my opinion, and even though it's my opinion or my perspective, I'm going to base it on some comments that YouTube said for themselves, and I'm going to base it on my thoughts. But at the end of the day, all subscribers, you should know this, and anybody that's watching this video in the future, you should know this. This is YouTube's platform. They can do what they want. They can say what they want. They can make any regulation they want to make, and you have to either abide by it or you can get off. So although there's going to be a lot of stuff I don't agree with that's going on with the guidelines and stuff I'm going to tell you, and what's going to eventually happen, what I believe is going to eventually happen, I understand this is YouTube's platform. They can do whatever they want, and I'm happy to be on it as long as I can put my stuff on it. When it comes to a point where they're not allowing me to put my stuff on it because the things I show, then maybe I just won't be on. But at this point in time, this is a major platform. It allows you to get out to other people. But let's get into this by starting this with shout out to the 15 people that are here. I hope you hit the like, subscribe button, and share it to your friends, because if you are a content creator, if you are thinking about creating content, this new guideline is going to be a big deal. So let's run it for the people who don't know. Here we go. All right, let's make it widescreen too. Theater mode.
Hey guys, Matt from YouTube here with an update for those of you who make videos intended for more mature audiences. In order to better protect viewers under the age of 18, more of those videos are going to be age restricted. That's when viewers have to log in to confirm they're old enough to watch.
Okay, so let's start with that part right there. If you have to log into something in order to watch a video that is not pornography, that has no nudity on it, but the content may be you may curse. I don't curse in my videos a lot, if at all really, but you may curse. You may have a woman who's in something that's not nude, but something that's a little bit more provocative, or a woman that's dancing, or you may talk about a topic that's right now is big. Like you might talk about the BLM thing. You might talk about the KKK. You might talk about white nationalists. You might talk about anything that can be considered adult content. Well, now your content is going to be stopped from being seen on a third-party platform. Now, I don't know if you guys understand what that's doing, but that's basically, it's going to stop people from coming to you. Your views are going to drop down significantly, and I believe that they started this a month ago because the views I've been getting dropped down significantly. But also, I've been watching my videos on my TV, not under my account, but just as a regular account, and every time it'll say you have to sign in to see this video. But I'm going to tell you more about that. But let's keep going. Where we at? No, not that one. Not that one. This one. Let's keep going.
No major changes to the policy, but starting today and rolling out over the next few months, YouTube is expanding the use of its automated systems to apply age restrictions to videos that aren't appropriate for all viewers. This includes categories like sexually suggestive content, news videos that contain graphic footage, content with excessive vulgar language, videos about drug use, and more.
Okay. Now that we got to that part, imagine this. You have the news media giving you views of how they see a activity going on, whether it's a protest or a riot, or the news media is showing you how activity is going on, giving you their side of the story. Now, we all know how news is. I don't want to say fake news, but we all know how news is. You get it different depending on what news station you're looking at, right? So let's say you go to Fox. You're gonna get a whole different message than you go get from MSNBC. But here's the thing: it's good to have both of them. But what YouTube is going to start doing with this right here, maybe by accident, maybe by on purpose, but they're going to start limiting what angles are able to be seen on their website past without being assigned in. And for those that know, people that do go on YouTube, they don't want to sign in. They just want to watch the video. Now, mind you, it has no you know, major nudity, has no major killings, nothing that. But if you see somebody throwing a rock and there's a police versus a protest, that's right there is violence. So they're not going to show that from your end, but they'll allow it from the news person's perspective, which kind of stops. It's not even about a monetization thing. It's not about protecting the kids. It's about limiting the perspective that you get. Just follow me here. Let me get something in the chat room, man. Ascension, what's going on? Ascending, what's going on, man? Roy Good, what's up? Some guys are on Twitch now after they got banned on YouTube. Yeah, but Twitch and other streaming services on the video game system, they're pretty strict with it too, with things you do up there. Pin Down, what's going on, man? What's going on, Pin Down? There's IP2 as well. Everyone should watch the new. I started watching it, but I got bored. It wasn't that interesting. And just to sum it up from what I've watched, with the social dilemma, I believe that the issue is with the social dilemma, they tried to say that the social media is the issue and it's making everything better. But they never considered the fact that maybe the world was messed up from the start. Maybe the fact that people's perspectives wasn't getting out was what the problem was, and now the world is opening up. It's like they're trying to say that the problem is Eve showing Adam the rest of the world versus the problem being Adam only knowing the world that he is. You know, because before social media, everybody was in their own bubble, right? Before social media, everybody was in their own bubble. London, England, France, Spain, United States, Brazil, Colombia, everybody's in their own bubble, so they know how everything goes on in their bubble. But then what social media allows us to do is it allows us to get outside our bubble and see that, hey, the world doesn't work this way. And that's when things change for the better over time. But right now, it's that learning phase. So everything is going crazy. Everything is going crazy to hear so many different things. But I feel as though, in my opinion, I'm just going to touch on this topic because I was thinking about it earlier. In the social dilemma, people they're trying to say because social media takes you out of that bubble that it's not good. But in that bubble, it's not good for everybody. Some people in that bubble don't have it as easy, you know what I mean? But that's that. Anthony, what's going on? You could get less views, but you're going to get more subscribers, all due to people having to log in. Yes, that's a possibility, but you have to understand this. Most people that watch YouTube only watch it because they can watch it, you know, on their phone, and they don't really sign in. They don't really go through the process of signing in. Like in Europe right now. Well, I'll play. Let me play some more of this first before I get to it. Hey Tia, what's going on, Tia? Tia, what's going on? Fitness and travel, what it do, man? What's going on? And I'm going to tell you later on how this is going to kill all the smaller YouTubers. And I consider smaller YouTubers anybody under 10,000. If you're under 10,000 right now, after this passes, it's going to be real hard to get there. All right, so let's go back to the thing.
Of course, you might ask, well, where does YouTube draw the line on what gets restricted? This doesn't mean saying a single curse word will automatically result in age restriction. The systems are weighing how prominent this stuff is on a video-to-video basis. Now, if your videos are already getting a yellow icon, that's a good sign they might get age restricted. Also, to be clear, the recommendation system isn't changing around these videos. The difference is viewers will now be required to be logged in and 18 or older to watch them. So this might cause a drop in viewership on those videos. And this also includes content that is embedded on third-party websites. Viewers on those sites will now have to click through to YouTube and log in. As for monetization on these videos,
all right, before we get into monetization, and this is not only going to stop. Now, check this out. This is not only going to stop you from getting views, but it's going to stop YouTube from promoting your video. Let's say this. Follow me here. You make a video, right? And they got 1 million bots outside. They have 1 million bots that's going through it and looking through it. They make a video. The video gets flagged, right? But the video then goes to a you request a change, and then the video then goes to a human auditor. that human auditor is not going to answer to the end of the day. So now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours went past. The human auditor sees it, and guess what? The bot might have got something wrong. So now the human auditor says, hey, it's okay, let it run. Well, see, most people don't understand this. YouTube watches the first 24 hours of how your video progresses, the first 24 hours of your video being dropped. So if the person doesn't check your video until the end of the day, which is usually what happens, then your video loses maybe 6, maybe 8, maybe even 12 hours of being able to get numbers so that YouTube can see, hey, everybody's watching this video. Let's push it out to more people. And because that happens, when that 24 hours is up and they release the age restriction off of yours because it was a mistake from the computer, then it only shows what you get for the other 4 hours. And then YouTube says, hey, that video is not doing good, so we're not going to promote it no more. Now imagine how crazy that is, that they're saying it's not going to affect people who are not monetized, but it is going to affect people who are not monetized because it's stopping your content from being pushed out to the world. It's very, very, it's like if you have a problem, you have a splinter in your hand, right? This is what YouTube is doing. If you have a splinter in your hand, you could take your time and squeeze the splinter out, or you could just chop your hand off. It both gets rid of the problem, but the problem that comes after that may be worse than the problem that they was trying to fix. The problem they're trying to fix is that a lot of parents and a lot of people are saying, hey, I want my kids to not have to worry about watching that. Well, here's the thing. Why don't parents be parents? You see, I have 2 kids. Both of my kids' devices are all restricted based on age content. So they can't go to on their tablet and see that. They can't go in it on their Instagram, on their cell phone and get to the content that's 18 and over. They can't do that because I've logged them in and put parental guidance in there. But now parents are getting too lackadaisical that they want YouTube to do all this for them. And what that is doing is causing YouTube to have to basically limit the perspectives of a lot of people. And I did this live because I want to hear people's comments too. So let me keep going. Roy, what's going on? I see you still here, man. Tia. Barber World TV, what's going on, man? It's gonna be tough, man. I'm gonna explain why it's gonna be more tough for all the people under 10,000 Barber World TV, but it's gonna be tough for them. Bawana, what's going on? K Halton, what's up, man? What's up? Mike, he says, I hope they don't cut people out from begging for donations. I hope they cut people out from begging for donations. Man, it's gonna be so many more people begging for donations now because when your content doesn't get views and YouTube doesn't push your content out, and then they start age restricting everything, you can't get you don't get that much advertisement on it. And because you can't get advertisement on it, then if you're really doing YouTube for the money, you got to start accepting like different sponsors, and you got to start changing your content and asking for more donations. So this is going to probably cause a lot more people to ask for donations, if anything, man. If anything. People need to come up with something like YouTube, man. It's just so big, man. It's going to be hard for anything to come up like YouTube because YouTube is owned by Google, and Google is pretty much everything on the internet right now. So, and the phone. So it's going to be hard to they got all these other sites, but the issue is if you're more into getting your knowledge out, getting your message out than getting paid for it, YouTube is the only place that makes sense. King Cairo, what's going on, man? What's good, man? Damn. See, it's good that you started a YouTube channel, but I'm gonna tell everybody else later why it's gonna get a lot harder. I'm gonna break down for the new, after I go into this, after this video plays, why it's gonna be harder for new YouTube creators to reach 10,000 and why it's going to be a lot harder for anyone. You say they be broken abroad. I mean, everybody, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I'm all into all different levels. Like whether you're at the bottom level, whether you're at the middle level, whether you're at the top level of income, as long as you're trying, it's good. So let's play some more of this.
There might be a slight reduction due to fewer views, but probably not much since the content usually gets limited or no ads anyway. Now, in Europe, the verification part will be taken a step further in compliance with a new...
Now here, listen closely. Listen closely to what he's about to say, because things that happen outside of your bubble, outside of your city, outside of your state, outside of your country are going to eventually becoming. First, they'll happen in other countries, and then they'll start trying to happen in your country. But listen to them closely. If you're a content creator, listen to them closely.
EU regulation called the Audiovisual Media Services Directive, YouTube will be verifying some European users' age with a valid ID or credit card before they can watch age-restricted videos. Since all of this is being done mostly by automated systems, you might ask, well, what if the wrong decision is made on my video? You can always appeal for it.
All right, so let me get to that part. Basically, you heard what he just said. In Europe, they are going to require you to put in a credit card or show your ID to prove that you're over 18 most of the time. They might not do it for everybody, but they're going to do it most of the time. And then it's going to become all of the time. And then nobody's going to want to sign in. I mean, yes, this is going to kill YouTube as well, but what it's going to do is it's going to make it almost improbable to gain any viewership. And I'm going to break down exactly what I think about how everything connects right after we finish this video. It's going to make it hard to get monetized or get money out of it and everything, man. Let's play some more because there's only a little bit left. And don't think, oh, this is just Europe. It's just happening in Europe, because what happens in Europe ends up happening in the United States. Right now, Europe is going through another pandemic, another phase of the pandemic. And the United States is freaking out about it already because they're thinking about it. So let's go to and let's listen to the rest of this stuff.
Human policy expert to take another look and potentially override the decision. All in all, this could be tough news for some channels, but at the same time, keep in mind that YouTube is doing more to protect those under 18. And if you're a parent like I am, maybe that's not the worst thing.
That is the worst thing. You know why that's the worst thing? Because if you're a real parent, what you do is you monitor what your kids watch. You monitor what your kids do. How do you do that? You sign into your Google and you sign into their Google, so it's connected, so you can see what they're watching. And YouTube makes all this available. So going this extra step behind is just making parents lazy and not to do what they're supposed to be doing. And this is good for you guys, because what it does is it limits the content that you guys don't prefer. So let's just hypothetically say, and I'm not even going to say on myself, let's hypothetically say there's someone who's doing like witchery, and then the witchery sound is cool, it's not hurting nobody, but it's whatever they do in witchery stuff, right? But then you have somebody who's maybe a strong Catholic who looks at your video and says, oh my God, this is satanic rituals and stuff. No. So the bot done caught it already. The bot said no, age restricted. And now this person who has a bias towards what your perspective on life is now going against what you believe in. And it's not a matter of what's wrong and what's right, or which age restricted and what's not. It's a matter of what that person's life has told them is right and wrong versus what you're trying to put out. And that just leads down an ugly path, man. I mean, as a black man, for me, I can imagine how bad that path is. I can imagine how bad. I don't have to imagine. I know how bad that path is, and it's just going to be a bad path, man. Let me play the rest of this and see. Let me see what everybody's saying, man. Hold up. Travel Squad, what up? Travel Squad, what up? What up? People hate to put the credit card information down, so that's a real bummer. Yes, definitely. Tommy Wilson, bro, the content that is going to get restricted is only going to be like 1 to 5% max. Most of the content on YouTube is clean and mainstream. No, bro, it's not. Let me tell you. Give you an example. I put up a video right from the mind you, like I said, everybody knows in my videos I don't curse. I learned at a young age that if you curse, that means you don't have control of the English language. But so I don't curse in my videos, and I don't show like nudity in my videos. But in the West Indian Caribbean culture, women dance, and they dance in Caribbean outfits, not in private, but out on the streets of New York. So I made a video about the parade, right? Where there's kids on the parade, there's cops in the parade, and they limited it. And they said the reason why they limited it is because is sexual sexual connotation, sexual something. And I said, wow, what I consider and what West Indian people and what African people and what Latino people consider culture, you consider sexually inappropriate. That's like a whole different thing. Like, just because you don't understand that culture, just because you don't come from that culture, just because you don't come from that ethnicity, now you're gonna mark that as to be something else. But then you turn around and you let like Cardi B video play with her chest out and say it's art. You let the rappers with the guns in the video play and you say that's art, and you push that all over the place. So I see it on my home screen all the time, even when I'm not logged in. So exactly, you know what I mean? That's why I said it's not really going to be, it's going to be nasty for the small YouTubers, man. For the small YouTubers, it's nasty because they don't have that fan base already who's going to, I mean, that's my fault, not fan base, that supporter base already who's going to keep coming back to your stuff. And it's not going to be even possible to build that, because to get, I'll break it down. He almost finished. Let me go back to the comments. YouTube is going to move to a full pay service. I have YouTube Premium. I actually enjoy YouTube Premium. Like when I like right in the background, you see it playing right now because I was trying to show you guys how it'll stop and say, hey, you got to sign in to watch this video. But I have YouTube Premium because YouTube Premium is good. I can close my thing and listen to my music. Yes, God-fearing King. Censorship is so dangerous, man. And YouTube opened the platform to let everybody speak, which is why it kind of, you know, and once I said, like I said in the beginning, this is YouTube's platform. They can do whatever they want to do. But it's like you open the gates and say, hey, everybody come in. And you have everybody inside. You say, okay, we're closing the gates now, or we're going to leave it a little bit open, but you got to follow by our guidelines. It's like, dang, we really thought that this is going to be a forever uncensored thing. And now it's not, man. It's not. Tommy Wilson says, this will hurt only 1 to 2% of creators. YouTube won't care, especially because they cannot get big advertisers like Verizon and Apple Pay for commercials before these mature videos. Here's the thing though, the mature videos are the ones that's paying. Let me tell you how I'm gonna go more into now. Let me tell you how in the last year and a half both sides have been killed. So I don't know what the whoever monitors this came out with a thing that says if you're playing kid videos on YouTube, you no longer can put ads on your video. If you have kid videos, mind you, you have kid videos, you no longer can put ads on your videos. You follow that, right? That's one. This year, now, they're coming out with a saying, we're going to age restrict a lot of stuff that is if you have to be 18 to see, if you're cursing, if you have women dancing in it, if you have revealing clothes in it, we're going to age restrict that. So now you can't really get ad promotion here. So now you can't get ad promotion if you have kid videos, and you can't get ad promotion if you have 18 videos that's 18 and over. So the only time you can get ad is if it's 13 to 18. You see how YouTube just used that to limit everything? So basically people will put in content. Now me, I don't mind because I don't do this to make money. I do this to get my message out. But there's a lot of people who really grind to make money. And there's a lot of people who want to get their message out, and they're not going to be able to get their message out because they don't have a wide supporter base, and they're just signing on to YouTube, and YouTube say, hey, if you don't make content between the age of 13 and 18, guess what's going to happen? We're not going to push your video out. If you're a kid, if you got kid content, we'll push the video out, but you can't get paid. If you have adult content, we won't even push the video out because we're gonna have the computer say, hey, this is age content. Travel Squad, what's going on? Yeah, that's one point to it. That's why I put this on the Money Talk Mondays, because yes, Travel Squad, they are finding new ways to kill the revenue stream. YouTube sent out a new memo last month. Yes, that's a fact, but it's also killing the ability to get your message out to the masses, simply because what your perception is of something, what a cultural perception of something is, doesn't matter if the bot picks it up and says, hey, this is not right. And then if the person behind that, who doesn't know anything about your culture, who doesn't know anything about how life is and what's accepted in actual reality, and says, hey, no, I'm a virgin, that's pornography. You see what I'm saying? Or I'm a Catholic, that's witchery, that's satanic rule. Or or maybe not for nothing, maybe say I'm a Muslim. What you're doing now, I don't believe in that. So abortion, no, boom, cut all. You see what I'm saying? it opens the gates up to too much, man. Keenan, what's going on, man? Pulling up, all right? Sounds like my channel's gonna get killed. I have a few carnival videos. Damn, YouTube is culturally slow. Yes, man. And then the worst part is that then they'll go out and they'll, like I said, they'll allow these hip hop videos. And I'm hip hop, I'm a hip hop man myself. But if you're gonna treat one person, don't treat another person a different way because they paying. I mean, yes, you could, but you shouldn't if you're gonna be justified about it. If I got a video that has women dancing in garments, or a woman who might be real sexy and real thick and not just a skinny chick, and she walking around in tight fit clothes, and I'm talking to her and showing a video, don't age restrict my content because she has tight clothes on and she's thick. When you let the girl who has a van, whatever her name is, Janelle, what's her name, sit out there with a towel around herself, and just because she's skinny, you're not age restricting that, and then you push her content out to 1 million people. That's not justified. It's not fair. Now you don't have to be fair. This is your platform. All willing. Like I said at the beginning, but can we keep something consistent? Like it's just I don't like where it's going. Yo, think about it. You're 1 million of millions of users. They have time to watch your videos. It's a lose-lose. Yo, facts, man. Facts. Like I said, the weirdest thing, and everybody knows that anybody that's been following my channel, the weirdest thing is that if you've watched my channel, you know how wild my channel gets. And I was surprised that they even let me get to 20,000, almost 20,000 people, man. I mean, it's slowing down now. I might not get to 20,000 by the end of the year, but I was surprised they let me get to 17,000, man. Especially with the content I put out. You know what I mean? It's a hit or miss, man. It's tough, man. It's tough. Tommy says creators like Meet Kevin and Graham Stephan won't be affected. No, they won't. See, here's the thing. This is a good point. I'm gonna bring this up right here, and I watch both of them. I watch Meet Kevin. I watch Graham Stephan. But here's the thing I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you right here. This is perfect for this. Right now, it's a perfect video to introduce. Let me let him finish talking first.
Down below for more detail, and thank you for your time.
Oh, that was it. Okay, that was it. All right. So this is a video I wanted you guys to watch. Little part right here, because this kind of goes with what you're saying about Meet Kevin and Graham Stephan and how the YouTube algorithm it pushes the content that it wants people to follow to, even if people are not watching it. It'll keep pushing that content and pushing it in front of your face until you start watching it, and then make everybody try to go down that lane. That's what happened with the stimulus plan. Anybody that was doing stimulus videos when we had the economic recession, what's the name? They got a boost. They got a 10,000 subscriber boost, 20,000 subscriber boost, because that's what YouTube wanted you to focus on. It wasn't where it came from, the creators, where it's supposed to come from, the creators creating and people follow it. It was, hey, YouTube said, hey, I want everybody to think about stimulus, so I'm going to push out all these stimulus videos. So watch this.
Just a crazy thought experiment. If YouTube wanted more videos of snails, they could make that happen. They don't actually have to go out and make any snail videos. If they just, promoted videos with snail in the title, tomorrow there's going to be a whole bunch on the front page and trending, and then creators be like, oh, snails are the new thing, and they're going to go make a bunch of videos about snails. YouTube would love to believe that creators don't care about the algorithm, but they do. It's like the core aspect of how creators decide what content to make. Just as a more down-to-earth example, I can show you a graph of the length of my videos from.
So basically what he's saying is that YouTube used to be a place where like creators created and then the people would watch. And then based on what the people wanted to watch, the creators who was making that content would blow up. But now it's not that. Now it's going towards more of a YouTube wants this type of content promoted. So they'll promote this content to whoever they want. They'll restrict this content so this content can't be seen unless you're signed in. And if you're making this content right here, and maybe you're not getting your message out, but you're getting a lot of views because you're making this content right here. And that's censorship at its greatest, man. And once again, this is their platform. They can do whatever they want. I'm grateful that they pushed I don't know how. I don't even know when it happened, but it was a big jump when they started pushing some of my videos out before all of them got like all of my black men, well, not all of them, but a lot of my black men got, not all of them, but a lot of my black men's guys got age restricted because I had women dancing in it in maybe like a bikini or underwear, but it wasn't like they was naked or anything like that. So let's go. King Cairo says, I remember back in the day, conspiracy theorists like Alex Jones was warning people about YouTube censorship coming up. Wow, and deleting channels and knocking people videos off. YouTube removed his channel. Listen, man, I honestly started saving my videos. I went and bought a hard drive because I hadn't saved any of my videos before. And then I bought a hard drive and I saved all my videos kind of after the whole Rami travels situation happened. I was like, damn, Rami, they didn't even give you like an insight. They just deleted it. And I was like, all right, I'm about to go buy a hard drive. And I just, put all my videos on my hard drive now. So they backed up. But yeah, man, it's, like I said, that's why I started this video off with saying, well, listen, this is YouTube's platform. You guys can do whatever you want. I'm appreciative of it. I'm happy you're giving me this opportunity to show what it is. But at the same token, like, it's kind of not just. It's not just, man. It's becoming unjust for people who want the thing. And here's the thing. All right, to even grow in this in this YouTube thing we have now, if you're a guy, you got to have women on your videos. Unless you're talking about something in particular, like maybe how to grow your YouTube, or you're talking about what YouTube wants, like he said with the snails. If you're talking about what YouTube wants you to talk about, they'll help you grow. But if you're trying to get out your message, you're trying to show your life and trying to, give out a message that might not be to the masses, you got to show women. If you're a guy, you just got to show women, because nobody's going to click on that thumbnail if it's just a man sitting there with it, unless you got a strong fan base. Nobody's going to click on that thumbnail. And now if you show women in the thumbnail, you can't show certain things. But it's life. It's part of life. So it's a path. It's getting crazy, man. Let's keep going. Apex, what's going on, man? I just joined live. Yeah, we live. We live, Apex. We live, man. Thanks for exposing this fresh. It's a form of a lot of stuff. Discrimination, limited content, and it could be possibly ethnically and racially charged. It could be culturally charged. I don't know, because it just depends. It just depends. And it leads up to so much, like I said, man. But YouTube was my dream job at one point. Damn, yeah, man. Like even Apex, I think Apex, didn't you get your channel deleted at one point? It's crazy, man. Because here's the thing, like they'll say that if you are at talking about strippers, or you're talking about exotic dancers, or pros, or you're talking about working women or daycare workers, that can be restricted content to them, but it's legal. But and it's just it's so thin of a line, man. It's crazy, and they're doing all in it. And just like the guy said, they're doing all this. What does this guy say? Just like the guy said, they're doing all this because parents. But it's like, what I mean? It's so crazy. And parents can just limit their kids from watching it if they just go to their iPads and do it. Those stimulus packages was a bunch of. Everyone eats. I'm not against everyone getting money, man. If you wanted to do it to get money, that's dope. I would if I really wanted to get money, I would have did it myself. Just created another page and did it myself just to get money, because that was the vibe. That was the scheme. All I had to do was keep making these stimulus videos and I'm going to get paid. But there's no problem with that. I don't see a problem with that. The problem I see with that is that you're now, if you do that and you're stopping other people from their content, you're restricting their content from being seen on other sites. And like 10 to 15% of my videos are getting seen by people Googling it. People Google Dubai. People Google Colombia. People Google Mexico. People Google the black man's guide, or black man and whatever. And because they're Googling that, I'm popping up like crazy, and they're clicking and they're clicking and they're clicking. But now they can't watch it from whatever they're watching, and they got to sign to YouTube. And in Europe, because I do have UK subscribers also, Europe, they got like, oh, I got to sign in now. I can't even watch none of his videos without signing in. So it's just too much, man. It's just too much. Ems, what's going on, man? There's an urgent need for developers to create other platforms to compete against YouTube. It's a monopoly, though, man. Ems, it's a monopoly. It's a monopoly. I'm on other sites, but those other sites are so minute. With Google and YouTube together, it's a monopoly. There's no other place you can go except for Facebook. And Instagram doesn't have the long videos, and you can't get paid for Instagram. So it's a monopoly, man. YouTube has the market corner, and I'm happy. Like I said, I'm just happy that I haven't made any content that makes them, and I hope this video doesn't do it, but I haven't made any content that makes them want to just say, hey, get this guy off the network. Get him off the network. Because, man, bro, if you don't do YouTube, Where you gonna go? You can't do anything else. I mean, it's crazy. Travel Squad, what's going on? He says, welcome to the club. My Panama Carnival video got flagged. I left it up, age restricted. I made a new video. People still watch the age restricted, no money. Yeah, Travel Squad, they do watch sometimes. Like I've been seeing a lot of these. I don't know why, but I guess because whatever content I've been watching, YouTube has just been sending me to stripper vlogs, and it'd be like stripper vlogs. It had like 6 videos and they had like 3 million views. Now I don't know if they're all monetized or not, but they'd be having like 3 million views and it'd be so crazy. And I'm like, dang, I wonder if they monetize. But here's the thing, that probably won't happen no more. You know why? Because even if they make those vlogs, YouTube is not going to push that content out, and that's what's going to stop it. So it's like it's one thing if YouTube was they demonetized it, but it kept pushing everything out. Before YouTube demonetized everything or stopped you from getting it, and it just kept pushing everything out. Now they're not even pushing nothing out no more, man. I still would start a channel though if I was anybody. I still start a channel. Guess I'm going to have to make a stimulus page. Listen, man. Me personally, because I do have other streams of income, and YouTube is not my main source or my second source or my third source of income. It's like 5th or 6th source of income. I'm able to say what I want, do what I want, all within the guidelines, and not have to worry about not getting paid or asking for donations. I don't even have a super chat. Because I don't want nobody donating, and I'm able to do that. But there's a lot of people that's not gonna be able to do that. It's gonna start hurting a lot of people soon, man. It's gonna start hurting a lot of people soon. They're about to approve another stimulus, probably too late at this point. This probably be the time because everybody thinking about that second stimulus. You might get another stimulus run. You never know, man. You might get another stimulus run. No cap. Rami had the karma going for him. Yeah, man. Yeah, listen. I don't know, and I don't think he had karma coming from him. But the thing that really had me download all my videos again, because I still don't understand why they deleted Rami's channel, because he didn't have nudity. He didn't even have girls dancing. Yeah, he had different areas where it was like a lot of pros and stuff, but he literally didn't. He was just walking past them. My video's a little bit worse. My little video's a little bit more wilder than that. Yes, I'm interacting more, but my video's a lot more wilder than that. So, like I said, I started downloading all my videos and everything, man, because I can't fit everything on my laptop. I only got 1 terabyte on my MacBook, so I can't fit everything on my MacBook. So yeah, man, it's just the way it is, man. That's exactly, Rami, exactly, man. I was just talking about you, man. People Google Rami Travels, you know what I mean? And if your page is deleted or your page is not able to be seen on a third party, it makes it real hard for that person to say, hey, I want to sign up just so I can see this thing that I'm thinking, man. It's tough, man. It's tough. What will those people with stimulus pages do after 2020? Oh no, but see, that's the thing. There's gonna be stimulus packages for a long time, bro. Here's the thing. Right now, people are so far back in debt because the debt is not coming up due. They're just going along. So it's like saying they're gonna need this money eventually. So what the government is gonna do is keep posting. And if Biden wins, it's going to be like, and I'm not voting for neither one because I don't believe in either one. But if Biden wins, there's going to be stimulus packages and maybe even a universal income. And then there's another wave of people could talk about. Like if you want to make money on YouTube, like this guy said here, if you're just coming in and 60 people in, I hope you hit the like button. If you want to make money on YouTube, like this guy said here about the Snell example, man. You just gotta follow what YouTube wants you to see.
You can think of as following the audience. The algorithm is a crazy thought experiment.
Here you go.
YouTube wanted more videos of snails, they could make that happen. They don't actually have to go out and make any snail videos. If they just, promoted videos with snail in the title, tomorrow there's going to be a whole bunch on the front page and trending, and then creators be like, oh, snails are the new thing, and they're going to go make.
Exactly the same thing with the stimulus package. Exactly the same thing with the stimulus package. So if the YouTube wanted people to talk about a stimulus package, they're just going to promote the people with the stimulus package and say, hey, talk about stimulus package. So I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad if anybody want to make money and they did that and keep going. But what it does is it takes away from what YouTube, I guess, can be or was meant to be outside of getting money. Let's see. YouTube ain't about money. Most people don't get paid. It's about your message out, sign features, kill views. Yeah, sign the features definitely kill views, but YouTube is about money for YouTube. For Google and for a company, it's always going to be about money. They don't care about nothing else. If the you think YouTube said, "Hey, I want a place to make a place where people can get their message out." No. How can we make money off of people getting their messages out? Oh, if they have a certain message or a type of message, it doesn't get monetized. Nobody really wants to do ads. But what do they want ads on? Oh, finance? Okay, so what can we do in finance that's big? Oh, the stimulus package? That's exactly how and I don't blame them. Like I said, this is YouTube platform. That's how the executives think, man. Yeah, man. Stop posting trash. It's what somebody's trash is somebody else's treasure. And that's what YouTube shows. And that's the best part of it. But if one person is saying something is trash, and then YouTube says, okay, well, it's just trash, we're not going to show it, then all the people who don't think it's trash are never going to get to see it. And that's what's happening now. Rest in peace to the YouTuber Tiffany B. What happened to Tiffany B? I don't really follow all YouTubers, but Rami traveled back in business. Oh yeah, Rami traveled back up there, man. I'll be seeing Rami B having them numbers up there now, man. Rami B, he almost back in the stride of things. Advice to anyone starting a channel. I started mine, but I'm struggling with understanding copyright issues. I don't want none of my work taken for no reason. Okay, God-fearing. Hey, here's what you do. If you have a music by anybody else, if you upload it, you can replace the music with YouTube copyright-free music. And this is a button that you go under your YouTube Studio. You got to download YouTube Studio. And if you download YouTube Studio, you can go and change the music so that cancels it. As far as like videos like this, if you play the video by itself without saying anything and it goes the whole way, that's copywriting. But if you do what I'm doing now, where I show you the video and I'm talking about it, breaking it down, that's not against copyright. So that those two things are the two major things for copyright. Fire, man. Rami channel jumping now. I'm happy for him. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, man. I still don't. I don't understand fully why it was deleted, but it just, like I said, that his channel being deleted kind of helped me understand that I needed to download my stuff off of YouTube onto the hard drive. So it's like you learn. Smart people learn from others. Smart people learn from their mistakes. Smarter people learn from the mistakes of others. I don't even think Rami made a mistake. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he did, but I know when him and I talked, and that's what he told me exactly how I did. If you haven't seen the video, make sure y'all go check out the video with Rami Travels that we talked. I said, yo, I need to get my hard drive this week and do the stuff now, man, because I wasn't risking it. I work too hard on my videos, man. I really put in work on my videos, man. Even when I'm doing lives like this, and people think a live is just easy where you can just sit down and talk to people. No, I do research. I watch other videos that are talking about it. I do all that stuff, man. Love Crossing Borders got 50K. Yeah, that's cool. That was smart. Like I said, here's the thing that was smart about everybody doing this. Because at this point, if you don't have 10,000 subscribers, because you can no longer be able to just put girls on your videos and blow up as a guy, now you have to have some content. But to get the content that people are going to watch, you're going to either have to follow the trends until you get to that point and then switch it over, which is going to be hard because they're not going to be pushing your content out to the people who's going to watch it. They're going to be pushing your content out to the people that under that trend. And that might not be the content that you want to push out. So that means you're going to probably have to start a whole nother channel. Or you just got to hope that they don't pick up on any of your content that's catchy. So it's like, I don't feel as though, and I could be wrong, I don't feel as though if you guys have been following me for at least a year, if you follow my channel for at least a year, I don't feel as though any of the content I put in Barranquilla, Colombia, any of the content I put from Cuba, any of the content I put from Dominican Republic or any of the places I've been, or Miami, any of that content a year ago wouldn't have got me with the views I got. Like I got video, like my Cuba video got me 3,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? My Cuba video alone got me 3,000 subscribers. One video, 3,000 subscribers. That's not going to happen with this right here. That's not going to happen with this right here. Universal basic income. Yes, UBI. I think that's a possibility, man. I think if it gets bad enough after a couple years, that's a possibility. They do in the United States. They already have UBI, in Australia, because I have a friend in Australia. A friend in Australia. They have UBI. They had UBI temporarily in United Kingdom. So I can see that happening in the future. Fireman. Barber World TV says everyone will have to set up a website and back up all the videos on the website. You see, Barber World TV, because of the money I make from YouTube, and my money went down a lot too. It did. Like I made like $477 last month, but it tells you how much you're gonna make this next month, and I'm only at like $199 to $200 this month. So my views went down a lot, but I should have enough money to make a website and put my stuff on, but I don't understand really if I want to. First, I don't understand websites, and I don't know if I really want to do that, because you got to keep that website running, and you don't know all of the FCC rules and all that stuff for the most part. But yeah, you definitely gonna have to put it somewhere, man. You gotta put that content somewhere. I don't believe in neither one. Yeah, me either, man. I said, and they say, oh, you gotta vote for the worst. I'm like, nah, I'm just not voting. It's crazy because all of the stimulus info is readily available online and on the news. I don't need a YouTuber to keep me up to date. Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing about that though, man. People don't even watch the news no more. Nobody goes. Everything is online, and people don't want to read. So if you have somebody that's going to explain it to you, you're going to get a lot of views, because nobody wants to read no more. Nobody wants to watch the news. So they say, hey, I can go to YouTube, hitting stimulus plan, and then or hitting like he said, snails, and I can just find somebody who's going to explain it to me. You know what I mean? King Cairo, the Flyboy Way. Once Leor Cohen entered YouTube, he started YouTubers to pay us. Be paying it. Well, once Leo Cohen entered YouTube, he stated YouTubers should be paying us. Wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I don't know behind the scenes like that, but I did hear something like Leo Cohen. Keep it up, good brother. Hey, listen, man, we gonna still do it. Like I said, my channel's gonna be up as long as YouTube allows me to. As long as YouTube allows me to be up, because I don't really care about the money. I mean, like I said, if I make $100 a month, I don't make nothing a month. I'm still putting out content, because, like I said, I just want to tell my story to inspire. But it, a little change helps too, man. You breaking it down. This is bigger than creative content. You like, man, it's bigger than creating content. Exactly, man. Exactly. It's tough, man. It's gonna be tough. It's definitely gonna be tough. YouTube was good, but it started to protect itself. That's why I said I don't really want to blame YouTube all the way, because I don't know behind the scenes if it's really like the FCC and other companies that's really putting them to do this stuff. But it's definitely killing the content, man. It's definitely killing the content. I make beats and been wondering why my page hasn't been taken off like past producers on YouTube. When you make your beats, Horton, try to do the right tags, because if you put free beats, free copyright beats, and then people start using your beats on their videos and then just tagging you in the videos, you'll get more people to do that. Also, if you put your beats to some cool videos where maybe you're not just a cool video with you doing something, or a cool video with women, people might be in, and you just type in the info, beats are available. It'll help a lot more too. But beats are gonna be hard, man. Everything visual now, man. Everything. Travel Squad said, do not use nobody else's music. It's non-copyright. One day, next day, it's copyrighted. Don't use. Now, here's the thing. The YouTube music that somebody on the YouTube page said, hey, you can use my music for free. You got to worry about that, because they could copyright it the next day. But the music that YouTube gives you that says on the audio library that's copyright free on YouTube, copyright free, you can use that whenever. All my videos have that. Thank you for your work, man. Appreciate it, man. So as long as I'm commenting on webcamming, thank you for your work. So as long as I'm commenting on webcamming, I'm good. Yes. Appreciate it, because I need to express my creativity and musical taste. Yes. If you're like, here's the thing, like this new Tory Lanez album is fire. It's fire, right? If there's people who has like actually making, like, I've seen academics do it. Where they play a little snippet of the thing, like play like the same way I played the video and stopped it. You can actually do that as long as you don't play the video for more than 10 seconds. But it's up to, like, I think 30 seconds of one song, 30 seconds of one song you could play, and then they add the copyright. No matter if you pay 1 second more and it's not the same part, up to 30 seconds of one song before they add the copyright. If you chop it up, if you play it all at once, they're gonna add the copyright after like 15 seconds. Yeah, King Kyle corporate media came in YouTube space sphere and changed the content of the board. What do you say to the locals complaining about foreigners coming to their countries and exploiting it? A lot of YouTubers don't give back at all. Here's the thing. If the country laws allow you to do what you do on YouTube, you can't really say they're exploiting it because they're taking an opportunity that's allowable and going outside and just showing their perspective. See, people misconstrue exploitation for showing your perspective. If you go somewhere and you say, "Hey, I see all these women right here. These women keep coming up to me. They're pros," and I say, "I'm at a place where the pros at." Are you exploiting it, or are you just showing what you've seen? So it's a lot of stuff. Like me personally, it's certain ways I don't move because I'm from the hood. I'm from North New Jersey, 18 West End. I'm from East Orange, New Jersey, down the hill, Springdale and Grove. I'm from Irvington, New Jersey. When you grow up in an urban environment in the hood, you get a different perspective on other people's properties, other people's hoods. Like I'm not just gonna walk up to somebody else's hood and just start filming. So when I go to different countries, I interact with the people. So if I go to your hood, I'll interact with you and I'm like, yo, I'm about to film. Like, all right, cool. You know what I mean, because that's the way I do. But neither one is really wrong. Patreon might be the wave. It's not big enough, man. Patreon's not big enough to be the wave, man. And Twitch is probably as bad as YouTube, to be honest, man. Because I've seen some people getting banned off of Twitch for doing some stuff that's like, they say they call it, it's crazy. Like I seen some people getting banned off Twitch for like self-inflicting pain, but it was like a joke or a prank. But YouTube Twitch just canceled them off. So I don't know. I don't watch the news anymore. Most people don't, man. I watch everything, but and get it. Oh, look at this, Milano Travel Boy. Welcome back, man. Where you been, man? Where you been, Milano? Hey, Milano, another one with the content I was telling you, like he got subscribers already, so he ain't got to worry. But if you're trying to come out like Milano came up, or if you're trying to come up like Apex came up, man, or like I came up, it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard for y'all. How many people do that in America? Send money back to their home countries. Everyone eats. Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Like I said, that's why I say I don't knock anybody's hustle. Me, I have my way I move because of how I grew up, but I don't knock anybody's hustle. In my day, I made $150 per video, and that's a lot, man. I mean, people act like it's not a lot, but bruh, $100 a video is a lot, especially if the video is 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or an hour. It's a lot of money. Who makes $100 an hour here? I know I don't make $100 an hour. So you make $100 an hour? It took me an hour to make. Man, listen. What new guidelines? Passport action. I have it right here. I'm going to play it again at the end for everybody who missed it. I'm going to play it again at the end for everybody who missed it, and this is going to end like in like 7 minutes. It's going to be over. I'm going to play it at the end for whoever missed it, man. The guidelines, basically, I summarize it for you. Anybody who has like content like we have is about to not get their videos pushed out, and they're not going to be able to be seen on third-party websites either without signing in. But I'll play it to you in it. Politics is putting strangleholds on social media platforms. The platforms are too powerful not to control. Yes, because listen, like I was saying earlier, it's all based on perspective, man. Follow me here. If my country that I live in has slavery, right? We're flexible. Listen, if my country has slavery, right, and I've only known my country to be having slavery, and then social media comes up, and I realize that every other country in the world doesn't have slavery, do you think the people who like slavery in my country are going to want me to know the rest of the world? No, they're not going to want. They're not going to want me to know that. So the government in my country is not going to want me to know that slavery is no such thing around the world. So when I start realizing that, and then I fight back to make a point of this, to say, or let's not even say slavery. Let's say inequality. You know what I mean? This inequality in my bubble in the United States is so bad, but around the world, they don't have that same inequality thing. And now YouTube and all this social media is giving us access to the rest of the world to say, hey, this is not what happens to the rest of the world. This is not what should be happening here. And now you have 20, 30, 40,000 people protesting, marching, writing stuff on the street, fighting the police, because we realized that, hey, the rest of the world is not living like this. We shouldn't live like this in our country. Well, that's not going to be good for the government. So the government starts banning social media. The government starts banning YouTube. The government starts doing stuff that they don't want you to see how the rest of the world lives, because then they can't control you the way it is. You know what I mean? It's my opinion. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or nothing like that. It's just my opinion. It's common sense to me. Common sense. Damn, there's a lot of people talking. Roll a goddamn tape. I see you, my brother. Roll a goddamn tape, man. That's what I'm saying. Where did I end this thing at? Okay. Yes, my brother. Thank you for all the information that you are. I mean, I'm just trying to share a different point, man. Just my perspective. I told people in the beginning, for me in life, there's no truth. Nothing is true. It's just a perspective. There's one perspective and there's another perspective. There's no right or wrong. It's just perspective, and what people sometimes determine to be the truth is what perspective is accepted by the most. But it's still just a perspective. Travel Boy said, Milano Travel Boy, all your videos got flagged, all pepperoni pieces. Not exploiting, bringing tourism dollars. That too, man. Like, I just had somebody black on me and call me a commie. I'm like, bro, I'm not even old enough to know what a commie is, bro. Because I did that video in Cuba and I was promoting people going to Cuba. Hitting people for copyright for leave me alone. That's why I focus with Ace Live, because he gives back. Yeah, he does, and that's a dope thing, man. Like I said, that's a dope thing. But see, Ace, he gives back a lot. He gives back a lot, and he gets a lot from that community, and that's dope. That is amazingly dope. You know what I mean? Let me see. Make sure y'all smash that like. Yeah, definitely, man. We have 60 people in the room, 59 now. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. And roll a goddamn tape, man. What's going on, Jet Setter Mac? What it is, man? Yeah. King Cairo says everyone eats. In 3 more minutes, I'm gonna play the guideline video, and then we're gonna end it, because like I said, I want to keep this under an hour, or keep this close to an hour. Everyone eats. YouTuber are actually helping out a lot of countries with tourism. Yes, free promotion and helping stimulate. Yes, facts. That's facts. Especially, Colombia. They was like, Cartagena was like, we really need tourism. They getting people over there, man. So my Cartagena Black Man's God is kind of like picking up right now, and that's the best thing I do. I try to make videos of my trips, but I try to get them around like things that's going to reoccur. Like, people are going to go to Cartagena all the time. People are going to go to Barranquilla Carnival. So every time they think about Barranquilla Carnival, they Google it, they see my videos, it'll come back up. That actually helps too for any new YouTubers. Try to make videos around a big event, because when that event happens every year that event happens, they're going to see your videos, and you're going to get, out of nowhere, you get a bunch of hits. Let's see. King Cairo says, yeah, a lot of locals don't see it that way, but you got to understand this, man. If somebody else comes to my country and makes money, and I could have made money that same way, I could have probably even made more money because I can interact with them. If I'm mad because they come over here and make money, I'm wrong, because what I should be doing is going out and trying to find out how they make money too. These countries need to be educated. Travis Squad chilling, bros. Let's see. Come on live tonight. I will be in the building tonight. Wait, come on live tonight. Oh, okay. Well, if you guys go, I think Drees is on live. If y'all go live again tonight, I'll watch it too. I'm up to about like 1. I'll be honest, my videos with girls are trouble. I don't put them out. My car videos get a higher CPM. Yes, it is what it is. I'm not editing videos for free no more. Here's the thing, Travel Squad, though. Your car videos get a higher CPM, but I believe the girl videos are what attract people to come to the car videos. Like, my Money Talk Mondays usually get higher CPM. My financial planning section, it gets more CPM per view than my other videos. but my other videos get so many views that CPM could be $7 and it's gonna blow up. You know what I mean? Let's see. Roll the tape. Okay. Pick the location. November yet? For the yeah. Okay, maybe Colombia, Paris. Yeah. Cuba is supposed to be opening too, but you got to watch Cuba because Cuba really has a tough time. I talked to this older lady who if you guys see my Cuba video, she was the lady who was watching the apartment that was decked out that we stayed in, and she's like, I should hold off. She told me I should hold off on coming to Cuba for a minute because this thing over there is getting pretty bad. So yeah, have I ever been robbed in any country? No, not even the United States. I mean, but the whole thing is that if it's a couple dollars on me, take it. I don't care. It's not gonna hurt me. But I got kids, so you could try to rob me. If you got a knife, it might be a struggle. You might have a little tough. Might catch one of them. I'm kind of okay. But if you got a gun, hey, take it. What you want? This? Want this? Take this. Take this. I mean, it's not a thing, man. Like you gotta realize what you value, man. The local who is mad foreigners making money in their country proves in my state that we're all in that position. Yeah, man. Listen, it's a mind state, definitely, man. Definitely. It's the same way in the States, though. Same way in the States. We got two more things. Not too many people got videos and content in Panama. Yeah, you're right. Panama's kind of expensive too, I heard. But yeah, I think I would do Panama. I would go to Panama too. But yeah, it's expensive. Can Cairo export? I was saying back in March, but COVID changed that. Yeah. USD, you're right, hella pricey. Yeah, definitely, man. All right. So we did it 1 hour. I want to appreciate everybody for coming in. I'm gonna play this video all the way through so you guys can see it, and I'll read comments at the same time so I can keep it in. But let's go. All right. This is based on the YouTube guidelines, everybody. No, cancel that. This is the new YouTube guidelines and what they're saying about it.
Hey guys, Matt from YouTube here with an update for those of you who make videos intended for more mature audiences. In order to better protect viewers under the age of 18, more of those videos are going to be age restricted. That's when viewers have to log in to confirm they're old enough to watch. There are no major changes to the policy, but starting today and rolling out over the next few months, YouTube is expanding the use of its automated systems to apply age restrictions to videos that aren't appropriate for all viewers. This includes categories like sexually suggestive content, news videos that contain graphic footage, content with excessive vulgar language, videos about drug use, and more. Of course, you might ask, well, where does YouTube draw the line on what gets restricted? This doesn't mean saying a single curse word will automatically result in age restriction. The systems are weighing how prominent this stuff is on a video-to-video basis. Now, if your videos are already getting a yellow icon, that's a good sign they might get age restricted. Also, to be clear, the recommendation system isn't changing around these videos. The difference is viewers will now be required to be logged in and 18 or older to watch them. So this might cause a drop in viewership on those videos. And note, this also includes content that is embedded on third-party websites. Viewers on those sites will now have to click through to YouTube and log in. As for monetization on these videos, I'm told there might be a slight reduction due to fewer views, but probably not much since the content usually gets limited or no ads anyway. Now, in Europe, the verification part will be taken a step further. In compliance with a new EU regulation called the Audiovisual Media Services Directive, YouTube will be verifying some European users' age with a valid ID or credit card before they can watch age-restricted videos. Since all of this is being done mostly by automated systems, you might ask, well, what if the wrong decision is made on my video? You can always appeal for a human policy expert to take another look and potentially override the decision. All in all, this could be tough news for some channels, but at the same time, keep in mind that YouTube is doing more to protect those under 18. And if you're a parent like I am, maybe that's not the worst thing. See the links down below for more detail, and thank you for your time.
It's a change coming, man. Change gonna come. It's not a good change, but it's a change, man. It shouldn't dissuade you from creating content. It shouldn't dissuade you from creating content. If you're a new YouTuber, I don't like saying YouTubers. If you're a new YouTube creator, don't let that dissuade you from making content. But you're gonna have to be more slicker with it. If you're making live videos like this where you're discussing things, you might have to start telling your co-host or start telling your people who watching it to not curse, because if it's riddled with curses, they're going to put an age restriction on it. And the content that you talk about is going to have to be, you may have to use code words for stuff that means something else, because if you use certain words, they may come up on the monitor too. But it's your boy FRE$. He's fresh at the Flyboy way. That's TheFlyBoyway. Don't ask why. Just check out the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.